Hi, this is Josh with Resort TV 1. Today we're giving you a full tour and overview of the Magic Kingdom Christmas decorations in 4K at 60 frames per second. We hope you enjoyed the video. And we'll start here at the Main Street train station. They've got some beautiful decorations here, and we'll look at them a little bit close up. You can see the garland there, as well as the poinsettia Mickey ears, which is really great. And at night that actually lights up. And we'll do a separate video of these decorations at night because they're truly magical at night. I love all the poinsettias and of course the perfectly manicured grass as Disney is so good at. It's just such a aesthetically pleasing image to look at there. And then of course you've got some garland over the tunnels that go into the park. And as we walk through the entrance to the tunnel here, you can immediately see the gigantic Christmas tree, and it's just so beautiful. So awe-inspiring here at the Magic Kingdom. And of course you can hear the holiday music playing, which really starts to get you in the spirit. And they've got some greenery and decorations around the lampposts here, as well as some garlands on the Town Square Theater here. So kind of everywhere you look on Main Street, you're going to see these little touches. Here's a close-up of some of the greenery and garland around the Town Square Theater here. And again, back to the lamppost decorations, even little bells down there on the bottom, which are really cool. And then on the side here of Main Street, you can see around the chapeau there, they've got really nice greenery. And there at the confectionery is really well decorated as well. I love that there's ornaments and things inside the greenery, as well as the red bows. And it really fits in with the theming of Main Street quite well, so it's nice that they made sure the decorations really match the theming of the entire area. And there's a wider shot of the confectionery, and you can actually see that the greenery on those lampposts is actually in the shape of a Mickey. So we'll take a look at that a little bit later. And there's the Emporium, really nicely decorated with the greenery around the columns there and all strung from the rooftop of the building there. Really well decorated. And the Emporium is such an iconic building in the Magic Kingdom. It's nice that they went that extra mile to make sure that it was beautifully decorated. And tastefully too. It's not gaudy or anything like that, which is nice. And you can see there's even some garland on the fire station over there, as well as on City Hall. Here's a little closer look at some of the decorations on City Hall. And a lot of the garland is very similar, but looks really nice on the buildings. There's the Chamber of Commerce. Similar decorations, and the Candy Cane Garden. And this is a really neat little area, and you can see some more kind of red and white decorations with the candy cane theming here. And there you can see some poinsettias and looks like little peppermints right there in that little planter. And then you've got some nice greenery there with all kinds of little ornaments on it. So really nicely decorated. There you can see a toy soldier and all kinds of decorations around the place that you can meet Santa. And on the sign there you can see that there were 45 days left until Christmas when I took this video, back on Friday the 10th. And there you can see some greenery and a wreath there as you exit underneath the Main Street train station. And you can see some great garlands and nice red bows decorating the train station itself. And again, the decorations here on the train station fit in very well with the theming of the station itself. And here you can see some of the toy soldiers, as well as what looks like peppermint poles all around the hub area at the end of Main Street. And the plants and ground cover here in this area really look nice with the toy soldiers as well. Here's another one of the toy soldiers, and you can see the castle there in the background, as well as the amazing Christmas tree. And then Chip and Dale there posing for pictures with guests. And here's a really good shot of the Christmas tree with, of course, the American flagpole in front of it. There you can see another great shot of the toy soldier, the castle, and the tree. And somebody's blowing some bubbles here, which adds to the fun. And there you can see some of the plants and the planter around the toy soldiers. And at the base of the tree, the actual stand for the tree is made up of presents and all kinds of toys, which is great. And the decorations on the tree itself are really nice with the candles and red bows and big ornaments, gingerbread men, and all kinds of stuff. And there you can see another shot of the tree stand. You've got a train, some jacks, and horse, all kinds of great stuff, even the bike and the little pink car. So the theming of this tree stand is really nice, and I love the fact that you've got presents under the tree, but it actually also helps hold the tree up. And if I recall correctly, this tree actually once was a real tree that they brought in from somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, but I believe they've changed to an artificial tree, which is definitely better for the environment and things like that, but the real tree was cool as well. And there you can see the toy soldiers with the cannonballs and the cannons. Really great. Looks like they're ready to go to battle. See the fire truck and the drums, all kinds of fun stuff under the tree.
You got 3 seconds.
There's also some great plants around the tree as well with the poinsettias. Just really adds to the theming of the whole thing. And here you can see actually on the tree there are strands of popcorn, which is really neat as well. So here's a shot from the balcony of the train station where you can see Main Street, the castle, and the tree all in the same shot. And of course you can see the toy soldiers and the peppermint poles. Just such a beautiful holiday shot here. And it really gets you in the Christmas spirit just looking at this scene, that's for sure, and that tree is so impressive. And there you can see here, actually on the second floor of the train station, they've got a couple smaller Christmas trees here as well. And they're very well decorated with different ornaments and bows and all kinds of great stuff, even some Santas on there. And here's another zoomed in shot of the castle and the tree and the Main Street buildings. Very beautiful. It's really worth the climb to the second floor of the train station here to get this beautiful view, so I really highly recommend it next time you're in the park to come up here and check out the view. And now we're on Main Street, and you can see the wreaths and all the decorations on the lampposts and on the buildings. It's just such a beautiful sight there with the castle in the background. Of course, there used to be garlands stretching all the way across Main Street here, which was such a beautiful sight. But I've been told they had to remove those due to the dragon in the Festival of Fantasy Parade being too tall to pass underneath the garlands. So, you know, some of us have talked about maybe that they could actually just have the parade go on kind of a temporary hiatus during the Christmas season, but I think a lot of people would be disappointed to miss the parade. So they come up with this compromise, which actually is pretty good. And you can see the Mickey-shaped greenery there on the lampposts, as well as the wreaths and the bells that are hanging from the buildings. So still very beautiful, and allow the taller parade floats and things to pass underneath here on Main Street. And here's a close-up view of the wreath and the Mickey-shaped greenery. So all very nice and very tastefully done. And here's looking back at the tree from the middle of Main Street, USA. And you can see they do have guy wires holding the tree up from the sides, which is really good for safety because it does get windy in Florida here in the winter at times. And we'll take a look at some of the display windows here on Main Street. There you can see the Minnie and Bright shirt there, as well as a Christmas Mickey and a Santa Stitch, all kinds of great stuff. There's a Christmas tree and Mickey on a rocking horse, all kinds of fun things. Pluto is a reindeer. There you can see a Happy Holidays shirt and even the necklaces which look like Christmas lights, which is a lot of fun. And there you can see some of the decorations on Main Street as well as on the buildings themselves. A lot of great greenery here on the Uptown jewelry store. Really nice. Very similar to what's on the confectionery at the other end of the street. And here's another shot of the Uptown Jewelers. You can see there are some wreaths on there as well. And there are even decorations on this side street here, which is one of my favorite places to hang out in the Magic Kingdom and kind of get away from the crowds. And here's some great greenery on the Crystal Arts building here. And here's a look at the other side of the Emporium. And there you can see more greenery on the building just adjacent to the Emporium. And there you can see the old House of Magic, which I detailed in the Magical Mondays vlog. Used to be there, which was a lot of fun to visit as a kid. And here's a look at the other side of Main Street, leading up to the ice cream parlor as well as the Plaza restaurant. See, the bakery's got some nice decorations on it, and the ice cream parlor itself has got a really nice assortment of decorations on it as well. And we can look back down Main Street towards the amazing Christmas tree. There's Casey's Corner with some great greenery on it. There's a little closer shot of the wreaths on the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. Such a beautiful view. And now we'll look at the windows of the Emporium, which detail the story of Mickey's Christmas Carol, which is a great adaptation of the Charles Dickens classic. There you see Mickey, Donald, and Scrooge. And each window tells part of the story, which is a lot of fun. There you can see Jacob Marley haunting Scrooge, and I love that Marley is goofy. That's a lot of fun. I'm sure most of you have seen Mickey's Christmas Carol, but if you haven't, you should really go out and watch it as soon as you can. It's a really wonderful adaptation of the classic story, like I said. This is the Fezziwig scene. Daisy and Scrooge. And of course, Scrooge is an old man looking in with Jiminy Cricket. They even put Huey, Dewey, and Louie in on the action. And actually, Mr. Toad's in the picture in the background, which is really fun. And here's the Ghost of Christmas Present. And of course, he's a giant, so I believe this is the giant from Mickey and the Beanstalk, so that's a lot of fun. I love how all the different characters move, and where Scrooge is shaking and the giant is shaking his head. A lot of fun. And here's the Ghost of Christmas Future, which is of course Pete, and of course he always gets to be the villain, and Scrooge is literally hanging by a root there. So kind of scary actually for a Disney movie, but really drives the point home. And here's the wonderful Happily Ever After at the end, with Scrooge cuddling Tiny Tim, as well as the whole mouse family there enjoying Christmas with Uncle Scrooge. And now we're back in the hub area, and you can look at some of the wreaths here, next to the beautiful fountains here adjacent to the hub. And there are wreaths on all the speaker poles and all over the place here. Really nice decoration. Again, not gaudy, just very beautiful, and still allows you to enjoy the beauty of the hub area and the castle itself. Of course, everything's even more beautiful at night when the castle's lit up. Here's a close-up of one of those wreaths, and they've got lights on them. So we'll do another video of this at nighttime, and you can see everything all lit up. And there you can see some of the decorations on the castle stage itself. You can see some garlands up and down the railings there. So, not too much, because obviously the castle is all decked out in beautiful white lights at night after they do the Frozen Holiday Wish. I love these poinsettia trees here. It really looks like the poinsettias flow all the way down, almost like a poinsettia waterfall, into the poinsettias that appear on the planter area here. And now we're in Liberty Square, and they have these greeneries wrapped around a lot of the poles in Liberty Square as well as Frontierland. But the decorations in the rest of the park are pretty sparse. Of course, this is the Christmas shop here in Liberty Square, so it's well decorated. But a lot of these decorations are very similar throughout the year. And there are some decorations elsewhere in the park, but again, it's fairly sparse, so not a whole lot. Just greeneries here and there, nothing really elaborate like there is on Main Street in the hub area. And there's a shot of some greenery and looking across to Tom Sawyer Island, so it's a really nice touch actually. And here's the back of the castle, and they've got some nice greenery adorning the back of the castle as well. And I like how this is a little bit different color scheme. It's more of a blue scheme here. So, and I love all the ornaments and things interspersed throughout the greenery. And now we're back out on Main Street, and we'll enjoy the decorations walking back towards the tree. This is just such a beautiful shot looking down, and you can see all the wreaths as well as the tree itself. Well, that's all for our Magic Kingdom Christmas decorations video. We hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Also, check out our sponsors, MickeyBlog.com and MickeyTravels.com, as well as WindowRepairParts.us. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye. Now that you've finished watching this video, be sure that you're subscribed so that you can get all of the latest updates. Also, check out some other great videos on our channel. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.